10th commandment says you shall not covet. If you've ever been jealous of what someone else has, thinking maybe you deserve it more than they do, maybe you just think that you deserve their car, brand new car they pull up in more than they do, whatever it might be, then that is coveting and violating that 10th commandment. Now the 9th commandment says you shall not bear false witness. If you've ever told a lie, an exaggeration, a half-truth, a little white lie, whatever it might be, if you've done that, you've violated that 9th commandment. God sees you as a liar. 8th commandment says you shall not steal. If you've ever stolen anything, regardless of value, then you violated that one. God sees you as a thief. 7th commandment says that you shall not commit adultery. But listen to what Jesus said. He said, if you merely look at someone with lustful thoughts, you've already committed adultery with them in your heart. If you go home and watch pornography, you're looking at somebody walking down the street with lust, and you violated that one. 6th commandment says that you shall not murder. But Jesus said that if you hate someone without just cause, you're in danger of judgment. 5th commandment says that you shall honor your father and your mother. I think we've all can probably agree that we've violated that one multiple times. 4th commandment says to keep the Sabbath. And the Sabbath is a Saturday. Orthodox Jewish people still hold to that Saturday. They do no work. They do nothing like that on that day. As Christians, we were never held to a Saturday Sabbath, but we are told that we should continue meeting together with other believers. And most churches will do this on a Sunday morning because that's the first day of the week, and that's the day that Jesus Christ rose from the dead. 3rd commandment says you shall not use the Lord's name in vain. If you've cried it out as a curse word, how many times do we hear people saying OMG, JC, whatever it might be, using the Lord's name as a curse word. 2nd commandment says you shall not make for yourself any idols. So if you've ever said, you know, my God's not going to look down on me, he's not going to be mad at me for going out and fornicating a little bit, going out and getting drunk, whatever. He'll just overlook that. He's all love. He'll let me into heaven anyway. Well, that's not true. Because the Bible tells us that God is holy, righteous, and just, and he cannot simply overlook your sins. So if you've made up an idol for yourself, as I've just said before, you violated that 2nd commandment, thinking that your God won't hold you accountable for anything. You see, the God of the Bible, the one true God, will hold us accountable. Every single one of us will stand before him in judgment. Now, the 1st commandment says that God should be first in your life. You shall have no other gods before me. Has God always been first? Have you always put him before your own thoughts and your own ideas, your own desires? Or have you put your own freedoms in front of him? Maybe you've put your children before God. Maybe you've put your spouse or your country, whatever it might be. But God is the one who gave you these things. God is the one who blessed you with these things. And the gift should never be considered more important than the giver of that gift. So if you violated these commandments, God will find you guilty.